How about we all just take a breath in? And hopefully you're all in places where you are relatively undisturbed and there's some quietude. Here it's just after 4:30 in the morning, and it's a lovely time to be awake. And if you can sit comfortably wherever you are in your room, and whatever practice you do in terms of eyes open or closed, whatever. But if you can, just bring your awareness into the moment right now. And to allow everything to arise within that awareness. So often it's good just to notice that there's a bodily form here. Feeling the weight of your body wherever you are sitting. And bringing awareness to sensations, heaviness, conscious awareness of the earth element can really help us ground in this moment and pull us away from being lost in our heads and our thoughts. So I often find it's good to just gently take my attention to the soles of my feet. And feeling whatever sensations are there right now. The tingling, the warmth or the cool. And when we do this, it's a nice feeling of just being centered. And the whole of the body, you can just feel from the top of your head down to the toes of your feet, if you can do that. But whatever you can do, just for a moment, to be fully present. Fully embodied and grounded. And dropping all the notions that you might have about what the body is or what the body isn't, or am I the body or am I not the body, or just forget it. Just be in your body. Because that's where we've found ourselves in this waking state. Waking up, we know that we are, that we exist, and we find that within this awareness, there's a physical form. How did we get here? No idea, but don't worry about it. There's life right now. And within this awareness, you can also notice the play of thoughts, images, ideas, judgments, perceptions. And like the bodily sensations that you notice from time to time, just allow these to come and go too, without pushing or pulling, without accepting or rejecting. They're simply clouds in the sky. And between each thought, you might be able to notice that there's a space, there's a gap. And without forcing or making an effort, just gently notice the gaps, the space. And then we might notice another thought arise, an image or a pain in the body. It's all allowed. There's no problem. A good thought, a bad thought, a happy thought, a sad thought, a critical thought, anything. Everything's welcome. But nothing's more important than anything else. We just see that everything's arising and ceasing. And we don't have to make anything end. It'll end naturally by itself. Simply by bringing your attention to it. If it's something unpleasant, something you prefer not to be there, just bring your complete attention to it without judging, without holding or pushing anything, and see what happens. This stuff is so insubstantial and fleeting that we don't have to get into conflict with any of it. We simply remain open, welcoming. Bringing the attention fully so that we start to realize that whatever arises within the space of this awareness, your own awareness. And awareness doesn't have an opinion. Awareness just simply notices quietly. So can you begin to be aware of the awareness? That within you which just simply knows. The Buddha, the one who knows. And whatever perceptions or concepts might jump up in relationship to that word as well, to that idea, you just know that also is a thought and let it go. So it's a process of it's constantly relaxing, releasing any clinging, any holding to anything. So things are just flowing, phenomena is just naturally flowing inside and outside. But we start to recognize its fleeting nature, its impermanent nature. And its insubstantial nature, its emptiness. It's not self nature. Which of these thoughts are me? They're all gone now. Which of those feelings, perceptions are me? They're all gone too. So there's a new process, a new aliveness each moment. And the suffering happens when we cling. When we identify any of these phenomena, internally, externally, as me or mine. Even the good stuff, just drop that too. Just be empty, empty of any ideas about yourself, empty of any ideas about others, empty of any ideas about the world in this waking state. And that doesn't mean should be sitting there as a blank slate. You're not trying to get rid of all these thoughts or get rid of these feelings. Just be natural. Just let them come. We're not controlling anything. There's no one here to control. So we just see the play, its play and display. You might also enjoy noticing silence. If you're in a quiet place right now, and even if you're not, you can still notice silence between sounds or noise. So if you allow your awareness to be expansive rather than fixated inwardly, when the awareness expands, you can feel, you can notice the silence both within and so-called without. And feeling a sense of boundlessness. Where all the borders dissolve, when thoughts are just allowed to dissolve naturally. When we're less contracted as a person. We start to notice that ultimately there's no boundaries. So that who or what I'm talking to now is really no different from the space of awareness in which I experience from this personal consciousness. This sense of empty cognizance. Or this naked awareness. Which is simply our natural state. So at the deepest level, what's happening for me and what's happening for you is not different.